All right, you want to go?
It's yours when you're ready.
Rolling Stone gathers no moss. I've worn out my shoes. Riding through these honky tonks, singing the Yule Branch Blues. You're listening to the Yule Branch Blues.
Hey, welcome everybody to Yule Branch Blues. It's episode 5. Took a little time off for the holidays. Hope everybody had a good holiday season. Hope you ate too much. Hope you spent too much. Hope you made you some regrets. Nothing that any Coors Light can't wash down. Today, helping me out today, I got Steve Perry. How you doing today, man?
Hanging in there, brother.
Yes.
Surviving them holidays.
Surviving them? Did you survive them?
Barely, yeah.
Any scars? Or?
Look, few. I'm
scars,
I'm healing.
That's funny. Steve, you were a star, you were a Yule Branch superstar. How's life changed for you since you've been on the podcast? Is it just the door's been kicked open for you?
Yeah, I got recognized one time, I think, at Walmart.
Is that right?
Yeah, somebody noticed me.
I hope it wasn't them self-checkout lines. You wasn't in self-checkout lines.
No, I don't do that.
That's good. It's changing your life, huh? Being superstar of episode 3 started your panty collection, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What have you been up to? How the holidays treat you?
Well, pretty good. We're AK shut down right at the 20th, right before Christmas.
So it's done. It's finished.
It's over.
Shut the doors.
Yeah, I think.
Anybody in there still working?
I don't know.
All?
There might be a few in there, helping contractors probably still getting
right?
stuff out. I don't know for sure.
Other than that,
no,
it's
everybody's about gone.
Just a big hood ornament now.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Man.
I know it does.
Today, our featured artist, he doing a little bit better than them AK employees. He's been a busy man. We got Brock Thompson here today. How you doing today, bud?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you, Dill?
Oh, man. Real good. Thanks for coming out and doing this with us.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah. Hope you were able to find it. Hope it didn't search for it too hard.
I didn't have to search too hard.
Oh, well.
I depend on GPS everywhere I go.
Well, shoot, we got to work on the camo then. We like it hard to find out here, don't we, Steve?
Yeah, the light was on this time on the sign. The
sign
was
who left the light
That's
on?
what happened. That's what happened. That's how I not found it.
Is that how you found it, Steve?
No, last time the light was off. I passed it 2 or 3 times.
Steve comes in. We try to keep it off because Steve comes in when the light's on. That's what happens.
Honestly, I thought I was going to go over the hill coming in. I didn't know what was happening. I thought, well, there's that sign he was talking about. But
you didn't drive too fast over the pipe. That's our internet. So you didn't spin tires on it or anything.
No, it looks good to me. We're making this podcast. I think we're doing okay with the internet.
I think we're doing good. So, Brock, tell us about yourself. How'd you start? When did you start music? What got you into it? What?
Well, let's see. I'm 20 years old now, and
20 years old.
Yeah.
That's about close to you, ain't Steve?
Yeah.
Turned 20 in September. And,
20 in September.
I started when I was 11 or 12. My grandma had a record player at her house, and she started with Johnny Cash.
Steve,
then went to George Jones. Then it went to Merle Haggard.
You'll tell me later?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
So Merle, I heard Merle. I heard Hag.
Cash.
Yeah.
Did you
Jones.
say Hag?
Jones.
Yeah.
I just said Hag.
All that stuff.
Jones.
You know, she started playing them records.
Oh, yeah.
Before I knew it, every time I go to her house, Mama, can we get on the record player? And then before long, she took the record player to the back room of her house and said, "You play it." She was tired of it.
Yeah,
she's
tired.
So that's how I started getting into music, was with that. And I'd go down there and put that needle on every time. And then it wasn't very long, and I picked up a guitar. My brother had a guitar that he didn't learn to play. He took lessons, and he gave up on it. So I picked it up, got on YouTube.
Okay.
Started taking lessons on YouTube. And that's the only way I ever learned was YouTube. So
you got something to say, Steve, about YouTube? You look.
That's the new kids.
Yeah,
that's the way them new kids learn. So
it's not new kids. It's kids. Okay?
Yeah.
It's new kids.
Yeah.
I still refer
You're showing
back
your age,
to
Steve.
I know.
Sometimes,
Huh?
Anytime I got something new to learn, I still refer back to it.
Oh,
here and
that's
there,
right. I don't know why anybody pays for anything anymore. I mean, that smartphone do anything for you. I mean, I was kidding about checkout line replacing jobs. I mean, that smartphone, you talk about replacing some jobs.
Yeah, boy.
That smartphone is just, I mean, you can do anything in your pocket. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm talking.
Speaking of, I sell books on Amazon now. Just started doing that a couple weeks ago.
What kind of books? You're an author?
No.
I was going to say.
I couldn't write a paragraph.
I don't even have a book signing with this podcast.
I'm not going to get all into it, but I go out and I buy books, used books.
Oh, okay.
And the valuable ones I sell on there. So I was just saying, there's lots you can do on a phone. And that's one thing that I've gotten into.
Reselling books. That's cool.
Yeah.
Man, you can do it. I love hearing stories like that because, man, you don't know what's going to work, what's not going to work. I mean, pretty much if you're interested in it, go for it. Because there'll be a market out there. There'll be something. You'll be able to do anything you want to.
But, Lord, if I write a book, I'm going to have some help with it because I ain't going to write that whole thing.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Steve help you. He's a lyricist. Oh, yeah. He'll be able to. You'll be able to.
Well, it sounded like a good start there, didn't it? You know, with his grandma listening to music, that's a good start right there, buddy.
Well, it's all the same, right? I mean, music. I mean, you're kind of singing, but music come from your heart, come from the same place. It's all coming from the same place. So we got your influences, and you've been playing since you were 11, 12?
11, 12, something like that.
So high school, are you doing anything else? You just playing music? You just gigging? Are you working anywhere else?
Well, I own my own business. That makes a lot of sense, don't it? But
that's right.
I have a lawn care business. I started that when I was probably 15.
Okay.
Push mower, leaf rake, just the basics. And now it's a lot bigger.
He's an entrepreneur.
That's the name for it.
I'm proud of you.
I heard that.
I'm proud of you.
I wrote that down. It's on my head.
That's my main gig. And in the wintertime, I've been trying to find something to do. So a couple weeks ago, that's how I got into the book thing. It's going real well. So between that and the lawn care and, of course, the gigs, everything's working out, and I'm having fun with it. That's what counts.
That's the absolute most important thing is having fun. I always said, you fall, and I heard this somewhere. I'm not taking credit for it. But if you fall in love with the process, the result will come. I mean, you don't want to. If you love something, you're passionate for it, and you go hard enough at it.
Yeah.
The result, whether it's money, fame, whatever it is, it'll come. Whether it's just satisfaction, that result will come. Well, let's hear something real quick. I just want to jump right into it.
Okay.
I've criticized myself for talking too long before we heard music, so I get a little winded, and we just.
Well, I've been writing songs for about 3 years now, and so I'm going to give y'all one off my first EP. I'll give you one off the new one, which we released November 22nd of last year.
Oh, wow.
And then I'll start off with one that's not been recorded at all. Wrote it a couple months ago. Okay. We just started playing it with the band. It's called Unsupervised. It's about all the times you had in high school when, let's see, you know how you're in class and you try to pay attention, but it's kind of hard to take it all in, But it's about all those times you had when nobody was watching, nobody's around, probably out in the field somewhere, partying,
sure.
Maybe at the pump house. I don't know.
I hear you. Yeah,
it's happening.
But yeah, that's what this song's about, and it's about all the extra stuff that you're never going to learn in class. It's called Unsupervised.
Yeah, I used to try to pay attention, I just couldn't afford it. So
that's how poor I was too.
Let's hear it. Unsupervised. I'm ready. I'm excited.
Boys will do what boys will do. Come to think of it, girls will too. We ain't got much sense at such a young age. We got a lot to learn before we turn the page. Find a smart way out that's hard to see. Hope we stole enough pallets from the factory. And if we did, it'll burn all night. Bunch of high school heathens trying to get right. Well, who's to say we're just kids. We're getting wiser by the weekend, like we know what wisdom is. Hey, we're trying, giving our best go, learning more about the real world than the classroom's ever shown. We tell our parents something different than the plans that we devise, unsupervised. We made do drinking what we had, kept a straight face, said it ain't that bad. Bottom shelf liquor and top shelf friends. Yeah, we had your back if you couldn't pitch in. We were teenage outlaws on our own. Cursed the sun, didn't want to go home. Hearts were broken and hearts were healed. A lifetime of lessons in that damn field. Well, who's to say that we're just kids? We're getting wiser by the weekend, like we know what wisdom is. Hey, we're trying, giving our best go, learning more about the real world than the classroom's ever shown. We tell our parents something different than the plans that we devise, unsupervised. Thank you, boys.
I like that. I don't know if I've mixed feelings about that because that takes me back to a place I want to go back to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It makes me
That was the goal.
Awesome.
Yeah. That definitely does.
Good
Some
song.
of those lyrics. What'd you say? Bottom shelf liquor and top shelf
Top
friends.
shelf friends, yes.
Boy, that's good.
Dude, that is.
That's a hook.
That's
I
thick.
like it.
What about having if you don't have it, or if you don't have the money, we'll pitch in, or
yeah, it's on that same one. It says bottom shelf liquor, top shelf friends. Yeah, we got you back.
if you
We
can't-
had you back if you couldn't pitch in.
Yeah.
Did you have any friends you always had their back? You always had that.
Y'all
They never
every
pitched in.
week, every damn week.
It's the same ones.
Yeah.
My
I'll get you
father-in-law
next
would
week,
say he's
boys.
got a son-in-law like that.
Yeah.
But I've always told him, what's family if you can't borrow their stuff, you know? But, man, that's a good one there. I like that. That's
Thank
got a
you.
lot of good lyrics in
Thank
there.
you.
Now, you got that on anything?
That's the one that I've written very recently. It's not
Right.
on anything, but
That's a
it'll be
good one.
next.
Oh,
It'll be
yeah.
this coming
I'd
summer.
get it on there, brother. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to find that one. That takes you back. That's good.
As soon as the grass starts growing, I'll have some pocket
Oh, don't
change.
say that.
I'll head down to Nashville.
Well, we're going to be on different sides of the sea. Your business is cutting grass. My business is complaining about cutting grass. So once it starts growing,
There you go, Harry.
Yeah.
Well, I started complaining,
Well,
so I hired a
complaining-
few people, and it really works out.
Yeah. Well, my business is complaining about watching my father-in-law cut all the grass. But
So, do you do one-man shows, some? Or
Yeah, I
you
do.
mostly, You mostly work with a band? Or
Here, as of late, we've shot for full band shows as much as we can. Anywhere it's got the room for it and it's paying for it, we'll do it, you know. And we try to always make it work, you know, and take advantage of opportunity. But
So, what do you carry most times? Four-piece?
four-piece, yeah,
band.
we've had a five.
Yeah.
We played the Kentucky Apple Festival in Paintsville, and we had. Luckily, my band's got some great friends. They've been in the industry a long time, and they had this boy that played for Midland on pedal steel, and he came in, and he's from Paintsville. He came in from Nashville. He's on He's coming home, taking a break, and he played that show with us that night. So that was
Oh,
really
that's
cool.
awesome. Yeah,
No
that's
rehearsal
always-
with him. I
oh,
met him
yeah.
before the show.
Sometimes that's the best, ain't it?
Yeah. His name's Chris Castle.
no rehearsal, you just jumped in there
That's right.
and just meshed, I guess.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We sent him the songs, and that was it. He charted them out, and we only have one rehearsal before each show ourselves. I think we had just one, when we all got together with this newest group, and I got my guys are tight, man. They're really I'm
Right.
thankful for them, and good players, good people.
That's
so.
awesome. I think I could be good if you could voice over the whole performance for me. I think I'd sound amazing.
That'd work.
Let me ponder on that a minute.
You gonna ponder on it?
Yeah.
You gonna make it happen?
Well, I don't know
You
about
gonna
that.
turn me into a superstar?
He'll get back to you on
Yeah,
that.
So where you been playing? Where you been playing at?
My very latest show was at the V Club in Huntington, West Virginia. That was last Friday, and trying to think before that.
Was it just your band, or was you open for somebody, or is
It was myself, Josh Brown and the Hard Living Legends, Westwood Troubadours, which is Rick Potter,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, we know
from
about
a
that.
meal? Yeah.
this girl from the Lexington area. I know she's kind of down south towards London. Her name's Sydney Adams. I think she's played here before.
Played her twice.
Yeah,
She is incredible.
and she was on that gig, and yeah, just like you said, incredible.
She's I mean, she comes up from I think
Corbin, yeah,
I think
that's
it was
it.
Corbin.
Yeah.
And she'll just and first show, I mean, she just keeps getting better every time you see her. It's incredible where she can take it. And so you're right. I mean,
She was just coming off of bad cold tonsillitis or something like that. It was something pretty severe and sounded great still. I mean, yeah, she was telling me about that, but it was a great show. Couldn't
Well,
even
you've
tell.
got something coming up big here pretty soon too, don't you?
Yeah. See, today's what, Monday? We got 4 or 5 days. I'll be playing my first theater type show at Paramount Arts Center in Ashland. So really excited about that. Our good friend Josh Brown invited us out. We'll be playing with him and Charlie Woods and Dee Paula for Josh's album release party.
is that the Paramount?
It's at the Paramount.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Hey, if anybody from the Paramount's listening, stock up on the beer, please.
Yeah.
We went and watched the show Whiskey Myers, blew our faces off. We loved it. But I got down to drinking seltzer beer all night long. Now, it didn't stop me from having a good time. Stock up on the beer, Paramount. These guys are going to pack your place.
That's right.
We had my album release party in the Grand Ballroom at Big Sandy at the arena in Huntington, and it was the same deal. They bringing this beer out, and they had crafts and stuff. That stuff's, it's good, but they had Budweiser and Miller. And I went up to the bartender. I said, "Where's the Bud Light?" And they're like, "Oh, we don't have any." I said, "We're going to have to find it." They ran out after our second song still. They found some. But, yeah, they
Second song,
yep, done, dry.
ah,
But they managed.
they managed. They
Yeah.
got through.
They had to
Nice.
move over to the liquor, and,
Yeah.
it was a good party, say the least.
At Paramount, we thought it was the beer line. So we walked in, and turns out if you walked in on the other side, it was shorter. And then I got there, and my wife had me drink seltzer water, and I got to complain about it, like seltzer beer. I don't even know. Seltzer beer, I think it's what it's called.
Like White Claw, or?
No. Hey,
That-
hey, everybody in the holler, what he just said, I do not drink White Claw.
That's
Don't-
what it sounded like to me. That's what it sounded like to me, didn't
It
it?
says
know.
it right on the can.
But I started complaining about it. And this guy overheard me, and he said, "Dude, I said the same thing to my wife, but it does have higher alcohol content." And I was like, I guess this will do.
That's why them girls act so crazy.
Nah, that's what it is. And she was a lot more fun that night. My wife was a lot more fun that night. So maybe it's more seltzer.
Well, speaking of fun, what you got another song? Get ready for us.
Yeah, I think I got something.
Now, what's this
pull
one
up.
here? Have you've got this out on something? This one here?
Yeah, the next couple, I don't know how many we're going to play, but the rest of them are probably been recorded because that was that last one was one of the only ones that I hadn't recorded yet.
Right.
It's one of the only ones I'm planning on recording so far, but we're going to get another EP cranked out this summer. And,
Sounds awesome.
So, yeah, I'll get you one off of that new EP. This is the title track. It's called Sipping on a Memory.
Sipping on a memory.
I like it.
You ever done that? Good and bad memories. I've sipped on both of them.
Kind of bitter, some of them.
Better, yeah. Like seltzer beer.
to the kitchen, and I almost picked up a beer. Well, that's my go-to, but I hesitated, 'cause I needed something darker and stronger to get my mind out of here. So I opened the liquor cabinet, and I reached way, way in the back. Found something dusty from my younger days. Well, me and the boys would jump the tracks. Well, I knew there was a good reason I'd held on to it so long. I was reminded of all the hell we raised as soon as the cap came off. Sipping on a memory, drinking real slow, taking in the good times we used to know, tasting every last drop of all used to be. Every bonfire, spinning tires, crushing cans, jumping barbed wire. Every time we had no clue, we were so free. I never knew what we drank back then would come to be. Sipping on a memory. Let me tell y'all something. After high school, me and my buddies swore we'd keep in touch, get together and such every now and then. But staying in touch fades out, we forget to check in. I'd really like to know where they are right now and how they've been. And there's been tragedies, but unexpectedly, good folks were taken from this world in their prime. And what we'd all do to bring them all back, to pump, house, or bus, kick up the dust one more time. Well, I can't have all of that, but I've got the next best thing. Party of one, drink it till it's gone, kick on back and sing, sipping on a memory, drinking real slow, taking in the good times we used to know, tasting every last drop of all used to be. Every bonfire, spinning tires, crushing cans, jumping barbed wire. Every time we had no clue, we were so free. I never knew what we drank back then would come to be. Sipping on a memory. Yeah, sipping on a memory.
Nice.
Thank you, boys. Thank
Hey,
you.
You got your finger on that writing, buddy. That's good stuff.
Thank you,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
I like it.
That's funky.
Yeah,
That
buddy.
gets funky, but he touches on some deep
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
I mean,
And you take us somebody. Take us somewhere. Get her mind thinking. I
Oh,
like
yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Good stuff, buddy.
when you said jumping the barbed wire,
Yeah.
I just like, yeah, we used to do it back in the day. You know, cops break up a house fire and or a house party and we
House
jump barbed wire. House fire, yeah. Whatever.
You sound like a Tyler Childers music.
Yeah, center and smoke, right? But they break up the house party and I jump the cow fence and run through it. I get that, but you just remind me. This past weekend we went up on a hill and we went on a big hike. Father-in-law's property. It's kind of growed up. We had it logged or whatever. And we jumped the barbed wire. Get over there, and I'm making memory with my kids, you know. So that takes me to different ages, man. That's like different generations. You can.
That's
you
what
can
I
do
like
that.
to hear.
Yeah,
That's really cool,
good
man.
stuff.
So that was cool. Yeah, I like those. I like. There's a lot of lyrics in there.
Yeah,
that-
buddy.
Yeah.
That's the title track off the EP.
Okay.
It's on my website, brockthompsonmusic.com.
Okay.
You order one, I'll sign it for you. Instantly raises the value at no extra charge. So.
Remember, he's an author, so book signing. You buy one of his books, bring it over here and sign it. Right? That's how he does it, right? Tie it all in there. Got a weed eater, too. You got a lawn care business, you sign my weed eater?
Oh, plenty. I got plenty of weed eaters.
I hear you.
All your recordings, are they with the band, or have you?
Yes,
done,
yes.
Yeah.
I did my first recordings over in Ashland at a little place called Suave Sounds. And then that kind of got me, it got the green off of me, you know. I had a lot to learn when we were doing that, and it served its purpose. You know, I wasn't ready to just jump in the truck and go to Nashville and cut a CD because I knew I wouldn't get what I was paying for no matter what because I didn't know what I was doing. And so I kind of held back for a while. Let's record something local. And so we did that first, and then this year we moved on to bigger and better. Went down to, it was actually Franklin, Tennessee, a little big studio called Dark Horse Recording.
I've heard of it.
And
they got their Facebook thing.
Yeah, they've got a great
friend on
Facebook
his.
page, and a lot of stars have recorded there. So it's so cool to walk in, see all those platinum albums on the wall, and
Oh God.
they got full kitchen, bathroom, place to stay. You know, it's the whole deal.
They got a kitchen and a bathroom. That's what
Yeah.
he's impressed about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Brock
man.
is from back home, ain't he?
right.
He's from here, ain't he? They got a
country
kitchen
boy.
and a bathroom in there.
And
Oh,
two
yeah.
coffee pots.
And two
you
coffee
bet I was
pots.
cranking
Two?
both of them. Yeah.
2 coffee pots. I think they use one for coffee and something they call decaf. I don't know what that is.
I don't put up with it.
Yeah, I don't know either. Well, forget all that stuff. You talk about making it. You're out here at the Grand Old Pump House
Well,
now.
that's true. That's
Grand
right.
Old.
Now, you talk about
Grand Old.
making it. We might not have records. We
Yeah.
got a lot of beer signs.
You got some memorabilia, though, for sure.
Yeah, we got beer signs. We got the front end of a dump truck hanging on the wall over there. I mean,
Well, that's worth its weight in gold.
oh,
yeah.
definitely worth its weight, ain't it? That's for sure. You got another one for us? I'm gonna just keep.
Yeah,
you're
sure
almost
thing.
gonna have to cut us off.
Yeah,
We're gonna
we
keep
like
asking
this.
for them. You got? Is this one on your newest one, or we're gonna be able to
This-
hear this if we go listen to you?
Yeah, this one, we're gonna actually re-record this one this summer. So we're gonna record unsupervised, and we're gonna record this one. It's one of the first songs ever recorded, and we feel like it has a lot of potential. We're gonna go give it the works, you know, down in Nashville this summer. So this
Okay,
is
you're
a,
taking this one down with you.
yeah, we're gonna take it with us, and it's called "In My Jeans." It's one of the first songs I wrote that I was really proud of, and it's a double meaning song. That's all I'll say.
I was gonna say, where are we going with this?
Yeah. So here it goes.
That's good beat.
My buddies are all asking what's the big attraction. To the ladies you seem to be a big distraction. Say it must give off some special vibe. Is it the clothes you wear or the cologne you buy? Said boys, this can't be learned or taught. It can't be found, can't be bought. So I tell you what I'm doing, but I could bet you can't pull it off, 'cause no one else has yet. It ain't my hair or my eyes, damn sure ain't the size of the weights that I can bench press. It ain't my boots or my shirt, but I guess it won't hurt to tell why the girls are obsessed. It was passed down to me from my dad, you see. It's in my jeans. In my jeans. It's in my blood and in my DNA, passed down through generations from back in the day. From my dad, granddad, and his old man too. We got the pride we can't hide, man, that's the truth. It's when I think my good luck is run out and the girls quit liking what I'm all about. One comes a walking up I never seen before. The next thing I know, we're headed out that door. It ain't my hair or my eyes, damn sure ain't the size of the weights that I can bench press. It ain't my boots, my shirt, but I guess it won't hurt to tell why the girls are obsessed. It was passed down to me from my dad to say, it's in my jeans. In my jeans. Yeah, it ain't my hair or my eyes, damn sure ain't the size of the weights that I can bench press. It ain't my boots or my shirt, but I guess it won't hurt to tell why the girls are obsessed. It was passed down to me from my dad to say, it's in my jeans. in my jeans. It's in my jeans.
Yeah.
It's in all our jeans tonight, ain't it?
I think I got a favorite one. I got a favorite one now.
You boys over here making all kind of faces on that one, making me
I
choke
think mine
up.
skipped a generation.
It skips a generation. I think there's some like syndromes like that, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Did you write that
I did.
by yourself?
Yeah, I've never co-written a song.
Nothing. Never.
No.
No collaboration on that. You wrote everything, dude.
That's good.
I wrote
I'm
that
telling
in high school,
Yeah.
which was a long time ago.
you. You wrote that.
Yeah,
in
he's
high
20.
school?
Yeah,
Yeah, long time. Way back in high school.
I'll tell you about it. We got time, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
Clock's
got time.
ticking, right?
Yeah, no, it ain't. No.
So I was in auto mechanics class. We didn't do anything in there, any day of the week.
Oh, no.
No.
That teacher just got fired.
No.
He probably still working.
Well, I hope he hears this. Mr. Ross, we didn't do nothing in that class.
He's ousted.
And when a car did come in, I was a senior, so I'd send a sophomore out there and put some brakes on that thing, you know.
Yeah.
And so I knew that class period. I was like, it was a block class. We had an hour and a half in there. And I was like, okay, I'm going to use that class to write a song because I know we ain't doing anything during those hour and a half. And so I went in there and sat down, got the first half of that song rolled out. Thought, okay, bell's about to ring, hour and a half later. And I thought, okay, I'm really serious about this song. I really think it's going to be something. So I'm just going to leave my thoughts here in the room, and tomorrow I'll come back and finish it. Next day, second half was done, same class, and there it is. That's the whole song. So
Let's do a big shout out to Mr. Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For giving you some time
Yeah,
to
for giving
write a
me
song. Yeah.
time for that.
That's
So
right.
all the credit due to Mr. Ross.
I don't know. I didn't like him much. He didn't like anybody.
Are all your approaches to writing songs, are they pretty much the same, or do you kind of, what inspires you?
My approaches all come from random inspiration. Like, it just hits me all of a sudden. And I'm like, oh, that'd be cool. I wonder if this has ever been done before. So then I get on iTunes and I type in the title because I don't want to be a copycat, you know? And that's how it starts usually. So I'm, okay, this is a clear game here. I'm going to write a song about this. And I've not personally heard anything about In My Jeans before, so I thought this is going to be cool. And
I haven't either.
That's
pretty good.
I really enjoy that song. I enjoyed playing it, loved writing it, and can't wait for everyone to hear the new version of it this coming year.
Everyone's gonna like
You're
it.
gonna like that one.
That one's it's funky. It's fun to listen to.
Yeah.
The biggest problem you're gonna find with that song, it's gonna be easy to drink some beer too. So you're gonna it's gonna go down quick with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's awesome though. So your big event, I want to repeat it. So you got a big event coming out. Let's go ahead and repeat it so everybody knows where they're going and who's going to be there.
Okay, it'll be Paramount Arts Center
Paramount's Arts.
this Friday. Is that the 17th, I think? Let's check out real quick.
Yeah, that's 17th,
okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 17th. I need to know my own gig dates. The doors open at 7 o'clock. The show starts at 8 with us, and tickets are $15 for standard admission and $30 for VIP. And if you drink too much beer at the Paramount, there's discounted hotel tickets across the street. There's an after party over there, so it's all going to be right
There's
there
an
in
after
Ashland.
party.
Yeah,
Oh my
across
God,
the
over
street.
that. So right across the street. There's
At
gonna
At
be
the
Delta.
Winchester? Where?
Yeah, Winchester Delta.
Delta,
Yeah,
yeah.
all that. It's I think
You
it's
been
in
there?
the
You been there
Winchester.
yet?
It's called the Guitar Bar, as far as I know. Yeah, so I'm going to
Guitar
find
Bar.
out about all that. But yeah, discounted hotel ticket or discounted rooms across the street.
Okay.
And so they're doing it upright for us, for
Right.
sure. We're going to do it upright for all you guys.
That's great.
Yeah, that's it. You just got to show your concert ticket to the hotel, and you get the discount.
So hang on to your tickets.
Hang on to them.
Hang on to it. Okay. What's your favorite venues to play at? Anything like stands out in your mind? Anything happen at any of these venues? Tell me, because road life, it gets interesting at times, I'm sure.
The one venue that stands out to me is definitely the V Club.
Really?
They've given me a lot of opportunity in the
Okay.
last year. gave me my first full band gig, as far as I know, as far as I can remember. First one that was worth a dime. We've had some full band gigs. It's like, whoa. Oh, gosh. I wouldn't come back to that one either. Don't worry about it. But, yeah, the V, they've been good to me. Anytime a country act comes through, I'm one of the first that they contact. I'm good friends with everybody there, the doorman, the bartenders, the booker. So they're really good to me. I've opened for Corey Smith there, Nick Jamerson.
Nice.
I know Nick's been here before, so
Yeah.
that's really cool. It's been a lot of fun at the V.
Everyone talks about the V when they come in. They must be doing something right out there because
Yeah.
everyone talks about them. They've all been up there.
I
Steve,
just
you
saw-
been up there?
No,
I just saw a show there.
Well, they do.
I'm
They-
sheltered.
Do they? They must audition.
You've
How many times you audition there and they turn you down? Well, you don't want to talk about it. Say it. That ain't true at all. This guy can play. This guy can play.
I saw a show there the other night. These boys, I've seen them a couple times. They call themselves Johnny Conqueroo. I don't know if you ever heard of them, but they're from Lexington area.
Johnny what?
Johnny Conqueroo.
Conqueroo. No,
Yeah.
I haven't heard.
And none of them have that name. That's just the name of the band.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
And they're just the coolest. They call themselves psych rock or garage rock, but it's got a country vibe to it too.
Really?
It's really, really interesting music. The live show's really cool. So I always make sure to make it to their show when they're in town.
Oh, that's cool.
So
That's one big inspiration of this Hewlin Branch blues. Like we have a lot of country artists out there just because the area is saturated with it. But like we listen and we hear influences from everything, absolutely every genre. And so I was trying to think like Hewlin Branch blues. Of course, Hewlin Branch, but we're right at the mouth of Hewlin Branch blues or Hewlin Branch. We're right at the mouth of it, but you didn't turn down, and you took a right at Super Quick. If you
Right.
take a left, that's Hewlin Branch.
Okay.
That's that road. And
okay.
and that it's got other meanings too, but like blues is kind of generic, right? I mean, it's more of a feeling than it is kind of a genre, right? And so
Yeah.
that's what I kind of because we've had like Creek Don't Rise out
I
here.
love those guys. They opened at my release party.
Oh,
Yep.
cool.
They were the openers.
So you know them real well, don't you?
Yes. Yep. Marcus and all them. Yep.
So they've been out here. They was episode 2 out here, and so we've had from like Creek Don't Rise, which they're a harmonica blues, real funky. Then I've had Steve Perry out here play, and he's storyteller, guitar picking fool. That's what he is, and
Emphasize the fool.
yeah, no, but storyteller, guitar picker, so it's kind of a range there. But then, I mean, just influences from everywhere, and that's why I call it Hewlin Branch Blues, because then everyone's singing the blues in this area, right? Because we're, whatever. I think this area's got so many artists out here. It's like becoming like a mini Nashville almost. Like
it
there's
does.
just
Really, it gives off that vibe anymore.
I've got this whole has it always been like that, Steve? I mean, it's just artists everywhere, all the time. Like maybe they're just got more avenues to get their music out or something. I don't know.
I feel like with earlier stars coming out of here and getting their start and doing everything that they've done, like Tyler Childers,
Yeah.
Chris Stapleton, Billy Ray, people get inspired by that, including me, and so then they aspire to do the same thing, and it kind of just compounds into one big music-centric area,
Right. For sure.
Well, Brock, when you play out, what would you say the percentage of original stuff you do compared to covers and stuff? I mean,
It depends on how long we play, because that's
Yeah.
how many songs we got.
I got you.
But we try to keep it on the shorter side anymore. We don't like to do 4-hour gigs that much, but like for a 45-minute set or for a regular concert, we'll do about 70-80% original music.
Oh, that's good.
And then we'll do 3 or 4 covers in there.
Yeah.
Really take not the number one hits. We do really interesting stuff that you ain't heard in a while, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
one.
I like it. Yeah.
We used to play Bubba Shot the Jukebox by
Yeah.
Mark Chestnut.
Yeah.
And it's just funny because nobody expects it, you
Right.
know, so
But,
we
it,
try
but
to.
everybody
Said
can
he played a
recall
sad-
it. Yeah,
said he
brings
played a
everybody back
sad
like, oh,
song,
I
made him
did.
cry, right?
Yeah, that's right. So people think, oh man, I forgot about that one. I didn't like it then. I don't like it now.
And every crowd's different though too. Right? I mean, some of them want to hear more covers, I
Yeah.
guess, don't they? I mean,
Yeah.
you just got to kind of feel it out, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, we try to really gain fans and friends through the whole thing and get everybody on the same page with our original stuff. And a lot of people have caught on to some of our songs and
good.
sing it back to us, and that's always the best feeling.
I bet
you know?
so.
The good thing about that, though, is some of the songs like you've sung tonight
Yeah.
on this podcast, whether you know the lyrics or not, I'm glued in to hear what you're going to say next because you got clever little lyrics, and it's easy just to bounce around, too. So that would be a lot easier than somebody that's kind of deep all the time, serious all the
Yeah.
time. No, I mean, you're playing some fun stuff, and you want to hear it. It's something new. So I could see how might be a little bit easier for you to play your own stuff. It'd be more saturated in your own stuff because you got clever lyrics and takes people back to a play, and it's easy to drink to. So it's some artists, it ain't so easy to play like their own stuff all the time. Like they might be playing good songs, but it's maybe too deep to be playing at a gig or something. Or
We've been fortunate in the last year or so to get to the point to where if we don't play certain songs of our own, people are like, hey, what about this one? What about
they're
that
pissed,
one? You know,
yeah.
we got to
Yeah.
play Jeans, you know, and we got to that unsupervised song is quickly becoming a staple. Very thankful for that. And so we play all the stuff off our new EP, and people, you know, they ask about it. You going to play this one tonight? And that's just a good feeling that they're latching onto something that we came up with.
that's
you know?
right. That's got to be a great feeling. Yeah, for
Do
sure.
you see co-writing in the future with any?
Listen,
I do,
Steve trying
yeah,
to weasel in. Steve will weasel in, man. You got to be careful. Watch him now. He's putting an application in right now.
Well, let's write
I'm
one
sorry,
right
I'm
now.
sorry.
Well, I was leaning more toward the grass mowing business application for that. But,
Okay.
We're hiring.
oh dear, I got a bad back, you know.
Now he's got medical problems.
Oh,
But he's covered with FMLA.
No, I mean, I love to collaborate. I don't very often because it's odd. It has to be with a certain person, really. I mean, that you feel
you almost know
free
5
enough
minutes
to.
into it, you know.
Yeah, if it's gonna work or
gonna
not,
work
yeah,
or not.
that's true.
I've been there. I can say that I have gotten into some co-writes that I kind of gotten back out of real quick. You know, I thought, okay, I'm going to go to the house or whatever. I've never written a song with somebody.
You two
I'd
sound like
say.
you're speed dating. So we're not 5 minutes. We're 45 minutes in now. Would you all work together? I mean, you sound
I'm
like
sure.
you're speed dating
I'm sure we
right
could.
now.
Only if
collaborate
it's
on
here.
something.
I got
There you go. Well, we got a futon. For whatever wherever. it
Steve
leads.
on the futon.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Give us another one, and we're gonna land this plane. What
All
do you
right,
got?
man.
Whatever you want. If you just want to try something new, try
Okay.
something old, don't matter to us.
It's one that I wrote a year or so ago, and it tell you all about what people think real problems are and what real problems really are. You know, people get it mixed up.
That could be different.
You know?
There's a gaffer for sure.
Like they don't understand sometimes. First world problems, third world problems, everything in between. So it took me a while to come up with the title, but after a lot of hard thinking, decided to call it Problems. Too much coffee with your cream. The Wi-Fi ain't working too well, it seems. Stubbing your toe on the door, winding up, sprawled out on the floor. Looking for the TV remote, but you can't find a trace. You're driving around the parking lot, but you can't find a space. So many things that need solving. Well, that sounds like some real problems. There's been wars where men and women don't know what they're fighting for. Some don't come home, and some do, but they were just as willing to die for me and you. There's 100 million people that ain't got a place to live. Then the ones that got it made act like they ain't got a dime to give. So many things that need solving. That sounds like some real problems. The churches are getting empty and people ain't being kind. So go and do your part today and do something that feels right. So many things that need solving. Well, that sounds like some real problems. So many things that need solving. Go work on some real problems.
Nice.
Go work on them.
Dude, I like it.
Thank you, man.
Now, not finding parking space. I think you're downplaying that problem a little bit. I mean,
It's a problem.
parking spaces now. Come on.
When you write, does it come in flows? I mean, will you write several songs?
My
or-
best songs come quickest. Like if it's 45 minutes,
I've heard that too.
that's when they usually end up better. And that song came along pretty quick. In My Jeans was one of my very quickest songs.
Yeah.
But I've also, at the same time, I've had songs that took months. And I usually end up writing the first half in no time, and then I'm stuck on the second half forever.
Yeah.
And that's what normally happens if it takes a long time, because I can crank out the first two verses and maybe a chorus, and after that, I get hung up sometimes.
And you got to
but
polish it.
yeah.
And it takes a little longer to polish it.
Yeah.
Can you just, like, somebody give you a subject and say, go write me a song about this?
It could happen. Yeah, it's happened before. My dad's told me probably 100 things to write about, and I end up writing about one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did a song called "Human ATMs" about a woman who loves a wallet more than she loves the man himself.
Wow.
Yeah, that's on the EP too. You
Where are
can
the
find it
buttons
on
at? I want to know where the buttons are at. Are there just two big buttons
good.
on there?
Yeah.
That's good.
Push all my buttons. Yeah.
I like
It's
it.
right in there. That EP's on iTunes. All my stuff's on iTunes.
Okay, you can find anything on there.
iTunes is good,
Well,
but
I found you
CDs
on
are better.
Amazon. I found you on Spotify. You're on everything, ain't you?
I'm on everything. Yeah.
I found you on Amazon the other night. It's the easiest play out here. So
Yep.
we was I don't know, what do you call it? Stalking, scoping, whatever.
Scoping him out.
Rob's like, I've never heard him before. I was like, well, we're gonna change that.
Yeah.
Well, Brock, thank you so much, man.
Thank
you
you
don't
for
know how
having
much we appreciate this. Steve, man, you brought the fire.
Oh, hey.
You just
Yes, he did.
just the fire, man.
Hey, I enjoyed it.
See, I don't know anything about music. So it help or writing music or creating music. I just know I like to drink to it. But you know about writing, and you helped me, keep it going along. So I appreciate that. Brock, one more time, you're gonna be at the Paramount, 17th.
Yep. Friday. This coming Friday.
Okay. And get your tickets, after party.
Mark it on your calendar.
Mark it on your calendar.
You got something to do? Forget that. You're coming to the
Just,
Paramount.
There you
just
go.
throw that out. So man, great getting to meet you.
It's great getting to
Yes.
meet you guys.
So I'd say good luck, but you ain't gonna need any of it. You're gonna be
Oh, I
you're gonna be
always
just
do.
fine. You're heading down to Nashville, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna head down. You're gonna take it by storm, I'm sure. But always remember down there, you played at the Grand Old Pump House. So
That's right. I mean,
That's where
Hey,
it's-
we appreciate you stopping in and sharing your talents with us.
That's what I'm going to tell them when I get there.
Hey.
And I'll ink the deal that same day.
I double dog dare you to do it. No. But thank you guys. Thank y'all for listening, tuning in. Brock Thompson, Steve Perry. Remember, when it comes to local artists, you may love them, you may hate them, but you're going to meet them right here on Euland Branch Blues. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time.
Rolling Stone gathers no moss. I've worn out my shoes. Riding through these honky tonks, singing the Hewlin Branch Blues. You're listening to the Hewlin Branch Blues.